What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe no things up to here. What's this? Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. Caffeine, K Rock, ADHD, neurospiciness. It's all you need to get your day going. Good morning. Good morning, you guys. Mel is here. Thanks, Katie Bug. Dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. Oi, oi, oi. Good morning, fantastic flips. Guys, it is Friday, and it is going to be, thank you, Ella. Lauren, welcome in. Guys, this is a really good friend of ours, Ella. If you guys are not following them, this is like literally the time of year to be following these guys. They have the best like horror Halloween stuff. You need to pop over to one of their shows and check it out. It's absolutely incredible. TGIF, you guys. Maurice! Oh my goodness. Meg, it has been decided that my costume from yesterday, the elf that ate children, is actually Agnes's best friend. I don't know if you know this, but Agnes and I were hanging out and eating the souls of children. Good morning! God says, Justin! There he is. She didn't tell you. You know, it's cool. Hey, a girl's got to have her secrets, right? You guys, it is going to be such an amazing day today. I'm really excited about today. So I did something last night. I hope you guys like them. I don't know. I just got like the crafting bug in me, and I wanted to do, I got all my reselling stuff done yesterday. I got my listings done. I got my photos done. I smashed everything out yesterday by like, I don't know, maybe like 6:30 last night, and I wasn't ready to be done. So I decided to do some crafting. Thanks, K-Rock. You guys like the new sticker? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I made some things. Now, y'all are going to love these. I think they're so cute. I think they're amazing. I made them by hand with my own little fingers that now have hot glue gun burns on them. I had to soak this one in vinegar last night. But I made some really cute headbands. So this is one of them with the little spiders, and I even made it so there's decorations behind. I've got 4 of these, and we're going to auction them off today so that you guys can have a little handmade thing from me. They're all totally different. They all have their own je ne sais quoi, including googly eyes. So we're going to be auctioning those off today. So I hope you guys like them. Hey, if you don't like them, I guess I made myself some headbands. So yeah, I just wanted to do something handmade. Justin's always making our amazing stickers and stuff. And I just wanted to like do something a little different today. So Pixie Dust Treasures, welcome in, my love. Laurel is here. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Yeah, so we're going to be auctioning these off in a little bit here, kind of throughout the stream today. They're not going to be expensive. I tried to keep the shipping as low as I can. I just wanted to make something, and I thought, you know what, rather than just keeping them for myself, what if I were to make these and make them for our amazing stream as a thank you to you guys for all of the amazing stuff that you do. So we're gonna run some of those in a little bit. So I hope y'all like them. Nikki, welcome in. So you got that going on. We have our gift card sponsor today. Our gift card sponsor is 808 Mac. 808 Mac is going to be our sponsor for today. I'm going to go ahead and tag them in our stream here. And we're going to be doing $5. It's going to be a $5 Amazon gift card. So all I'm going to ask you guys to do is to just go in and follow 808 Mac. We're going to get to know them a little bit. We're going to hang out with them here in a minute. And hopefully they'll pop in and they can share a little bit about their business so that they can grow their business, because that's what it's all about. Good morning, Jarhead. Happy to see you, my friend. For Love of Humor says, I wish I lived close to you. I could totally commission you to cut my poor little hairs. Oh my gosh. I have not, other than Justin, I have not cut hair in like over 10 years and my own. I like got so burnt out. I was doing back-to-back 2 clients at the same time for like 12 years. So, oh, Nicole, thank you so much. Awesome. Great. Yeah. So if you guys will follow 808 Mac, what these people are doing is they're purchasing these gift cards to be able to get all the money to you guys in hopes that they can get some follows and some bookmarks and stuff and kind of grow their business. It's like a way for us smaller sellers to kind of advertise. So that's going to be our gift card sponsor for today. We've got one set up for Monday, and then on Monday, we'll have those available again for you guys so you can purchase some. You get your name up here on the wall for the entire week. We talk about you, we shout you out, all of the good stuff. So make sure you guys follow them. So that's what's going on. We'll have our thrift or treat stickers, of course, brought to you by the amazing Mr. Justin. If you guys haven't had a chance to get those yet. And then we also are going to do a gift card give or a giveaway on us today of a pomegranate face wrap and some Hello Kitty stickers, because why the heck not? And they're going to run those. So you guys, if you don't mind sharing this out with a few people, that would really help me out. And then if you guys also want to gain some new followers, go ahead and leave a heart. Audio is cutting out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is the audio cutting out for anybody else? Let me know if it is. Let me know if it's cutting out. Mine's good. Okay. Katie says mine's good. Fantastic flips. All right. So if you guys leave a heart down below, anyone that you see leave a heart, go ahead and click on their name, give them a follow. If you're already following, go ahead and go in and bookmark a show. Now, bookmarking a show on Whatnot is pretty cool because it does a couple different things. One, it makes you look like an active user on here. So if you're planning on hosting shows in the future or you're already hosting shows, it makes you look like you're a participant of Whatnot. You know how like over on like the TikTok, they'll be like, you need to do this new trending thing because if you do it, your accounts will get pushed out. Well, one of the things that Whatnot likes is when you're engaged. So when you comment, when you heart, when you bookmark, when you do all of these kind of things, Whatnot loves it, and they help to kind of push your account out a little bit more. So when you guys go into these people and you bookmark each other's shows, it shows that you're part of the community. So Heather, thank you so much. I was actually just going to mention you, Heather, because Heather is going to be our gift card sponsor for Monday. So guys, make sure you come by on Monday for Heather's Hustle. She is a great friend of ours. She's hilarious. She's sassy. She is awesome. I love her to pieces. So make sure you guys give her a follow as well. And we will be pulling her gift card on Monday. God says, I'm working, so I'll follow whoever follows me. Nikki's in, Pixie's in. Love of Humor is doing aliens. I love it. God's in. Jarhead is as well. Okay, good. Fantastic flips, Jen. So audio is good for you guys. Good. I think that's how I became a seller because I didn't apply to become. They invited me, and that's all I remember. Hey, there you go. I love that. Fantastic. It is all. It's all about the networking and stuff like that. So that's what we got going on today. We're going to auction off some cute little headbands. Hopefully, y'all like them. We are going to photograph some clothing. So I've got some Western wear today. We got some mob wife today. We got some button ups. We got some pants. Just kind of doing like a variety of things today that we're going to get listed up. I don't have my accountability notebook in here. Oh, I do. Do I do? I do. I did not even look to see. So we need to do this. Should we do this together while we're on here? Let's do some accountability and see what we did yesterday. Okay, so as far as sales go yesterday, let's take a look. Justin already did the shipping last night. So I believe we sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we sold 8 items yesterday. So we're getting back. Man, it has been, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it has been a slower week. I know I'm still dealing with the algorithm stuff, but I feel like it's been a slower week. Has anybody else feel like their sales have been a little bit on the slower side this week? Coastal, welcome in. Great to see you. Lecturer, welcome you. Yes. Okay. So it's not just me. It's really interesting. And I think maybe it has to do with we've got Halloween coming up. So people are spending money on that. We've got the government shutdown, which is huge. When things like that happen, whether the person's being directly affected or not, it creates like a panic in the country. And so when people do that, they're not purchasing things because they're kind of like stressed out and a little bit panicked, right? And so I'm thinking maybe that's what's going on. I'm sending out a lot of offers. I'm getting a lot of offers. I'm getting a lot of low balls, but mainly it's just been like that follow through commitment for the purchase. Sales have definitely been slow this week. Not necessarily my sales, but I see every other person. Okay. Mine have been so slow this morning. Sold like 5 sweaters. You sold 5 sweaters this morning? That's a lot of sweaters in the morning. Yeah, the government shutdown. I really think that that's affecting it. Oh, because I wasn't selling much anyway. For the love of humor, I love you. You always make me laugh, I'm telling you. All right. So what did we get listed yesterday? I know that I listed, I believe I counted through last night. I think it was 22 items last night. And then I photographed a lot yesterday. Oh my goodness. We did big items too. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We did 30 items yesterday. So photographed 30, listed 22, worked on the headbands, sold 8, burnt the crap out of my finger with the hot glue gun. And it felt like a pretty good day. I felt like I accomplished quite a bit yesterday. So I was talking, we all have our moments of like, it's not that self doubt moment, but it's more just like I'm a very, is anyone else in here impatient? Okay, we'll start off with that question. Is anybody in here impatient? I am a very impatient person. Like standing in line for an amusement park ride is like the literal actual torture of my existence. Like waiting in line for things, waiting my turn. I know that sounds terrible, but it's true. I'm just so impatient. And so I just want things to be moving all the time. Moving, grooving, selling, ticket pictures. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Like I hate being still. I hate waiting. Let's do this. Right? Insanity. And so last night I looked over at Justin and I was like, these slow sales are making me bananas. I was like, and then it was that moment, that fear, like false evidence appearing real, where it's not true, but you still have it. You guys, I will always tell you truly what's going on in my heart. I don't sugarcoat anything. It is not who I am as a person. And so I was just having that moment last night of like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing? My photos are good. My prices are great. My descriptive words are wonderful, and my pricing, all of it, all my P's are good, everything's good. And Justin looks at me and he's like, woman, he's like, you're putting in the work. And what is it that you always tell people? If you put in the work, the profits will come. If you put in the work, the profits will come. You just have to put the work in. He's like, you were out for 2 weeks, you messed up your algorithms and you know it. I know you're the world's most impatient person, but you just need to trust in the process and know that it'll work. And he is right. And so I had that like moment of just like ho hum, like woe's me, like world's tiniest violin. And then I was like, you know what? That's right. And that's true. And I've had weeks before where it's been super slow and then I'm just like so annoyed. And then the next week it goes like bananas, bonkers, crazy. We're selling 25 items every single day or something nuts like that. So it's like trust in the process. We got this. Next to everybody. Let's freaking go. No sugar, whipped cream topping, or cherries. Just cherries for me because I've got some cherry tattoos here. Either way is good. I okay to you're impatient. I'm very impatient. Like it's all I can do to even wait for someone to get through a sentence because I'm already thinking of the next thing to say. It's an ADHD thing. And so I have to like make myself not interrupt people. It's very difficult. May Repel, welcome in. Yes, this morning the sites woke up and no sales all week prior. Hey, Katie, there it is. Hopefully, some of those changes that you did when we did our audit together, maybe those are starting to kind of reflect if you were able to get those changes in already. Maybe some of those things are kind of tweaking your algorithms a little bit too, which could help. Katie won our audit that we did a couple weeks ago. We did a giveaway where we told you I told you how to audit all of your static sites at the Bay, Poshy, Depop, all that. And so we did Poshy, Depop, and Urkari, or no, Poshy, Depop, and the Bay with her, and just tweaked a few things. And so I'm hoping that maybe that's what helped out a little bit. Maybe if you haven't already implemented them, then that's fantastic. Either way. So classic logo, welcome in. I will literally fall asleep if I'm not moving. Love of humor, I get you. Although I don't really sleep, but I definitely just like I like crash mentally and I'll just get like really quiet. And Justin will be like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm just on like overload. I call it like my spoons. I always like to have like 10 energy spoons throughout the day. And if I use up my 10th spoon before like 9 o'clock at night, it just becomes this. And I'm like, I'm like a zombie. Or I'm a Skellington, right? What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's magic in the air. I have 7 more 30-minute spots on my November 4th. All your favorite characters toy raid train. Message me. Hey guys, I am going to pin classic logo here in the chat. So if you guys are interested in being in part of a raid train, shoot them over a message. That's a great lead for you guys to be able to get that 808 Mac, you're here. fantastic. We're gonna be doing your giveaway here in just a minute. That's me because I drink too many Celsius. What is what are Celsius? What is that? I don't even wait. I'm googling this. What is the drink Celsius? What is drink Celsius? Okay. Okay. Drink is what it's supposed to be. I swear Google doesn't speak my language. It's a functional energy drink. Okay. I can't do those. They make me have like I took a drink of a Red Bull years ago and I thought my heart was gonna explode. I was like, ooh, those are not for me. Those are not for me. Humor says, OMG, I haven't even opened your email or snail mail that I got from you guys. The keywords and I have bad narcolepsy with the cataplexy sweats. Humor, you crack me up. I love it. All right, you guys. So if you have not gotten an opportunity to follow our good friend here, 808 Mac, this is a perfect time for you to do that. All you got to do is click follow on 808. Usually we've got just one more chapter here. I hope she's okay. I haven't seen her yet today. So hopefully everything's okay. Hey babe, just one more chapter is in here. Can you go ahead and mod and stuff every once in a while, just thanking 808 and stuff? Thank you. Astrofink, welcome in. So we're going to go ahead and run this. So this is our good friend 808 Mac. We're going to start this giveaway right now. Let's go ahead and do this. And pop on in that giveaway. So what you guys are going to get is you guys are going to get a $5 Amazon gift card brought to you by our good friend 808 Mac. And we're going to get to know 808 Mac here just a little bit. So let's pop over and take a look. So 808 Mac, short for Michelle. Aloha, I am Michelle. Hawaii is my happy place and my heart. I started here as a buyer and now I'm diving into selling vintage treasures, unique finds, and all things Hawaiian. Oh, I love that. Proud mom of 3 grown kids, grandma to 2 sweet grandbabies, plus a grandniece slash nephew. Selling to help my daughter's wedding dreams come true. Love that. I'm a bit of a chicken when it comes to going live, but I'm pushing out of my comfort zone. So if you see me on, stick around for the train wreck. Stopped at a show, tell me what I can do better. I love that. And then all these shout outs to all these amazing people. There's ever a problem, message me so I can make it right. Mahalo for your support. I love that. What a great bio. That's fantastic. So once you guys have followed 808 Mac and you have bookmarked a show, let's see here. Do we have a show on the books? We do. We've got a couple shows. So she's got one coming up tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. She is at 43 bookmarks right now. We have enough people in here to get her up to 60 right now, which would be huge. That would help push her out so much better. And then while you guys are there, if you want to bookmark the other ones as a thank you to 808 Mac for being so generous and using her hard earned cash to be able to give you guys a little Amazon-y credit. So wonderful. Fantastic Flips. Thanks for doing that. Minnesota Reware, welcome to the adventure. Great to see you. Thanks you guys for giving her a follow. We really appreciate that. 808 Mac, 3 minutes to get into that. All right, let's get our little lanyard on here and get this party started. And if you guys don't mind sharing this out, if you haven't had a chance to share this out with a few people, I would appreciate it. Community shows are tough because we don't get the notoriety on Whatnot because we're not like constantly doing auctions. Whatnot's not making any money off us really. And so because of that, these don't push this out as much. So by you guys having the ability to kind of share this out, tag some people, say, hey, there's a crazy girl dressed up as Jack Skellington. We're doing giveaways. Pop on in. That would be amazing. Oh, I got to pick up some cool AF. I bet on a cast aluminum squirrel light post. That's amazing. Like the one from Amityville Horror. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's rad. That's super rad. Coastal, happy to see you. Yes, and buying stickers helps too, guys. Whenever you get a chance to go into a show and you're able to get a little sticker from somebody, that really helps as well. Okay, we got 2 minutes for that giveaway. So we're going to be doing photographing of some clothing today is on the list of things to do. Now, whenever I do suit coats, so this is a little mob life action here. Whenever I do these coats, I really like using these hangers that have like the big shoulders. They're hard to find locally. I couldn't find any locally. I wound up ordering them through the Amazon-y. So if you guys ever are looking for these, if you go through this link right here. So if you bring that up, screenshot it when it's big, when the QR code is big, you can follow it from your photos in your phone, and you'll be able to find these. What they do is they bring the shoulders of the item out. It gives it like a three-dimensional look, and it looks way better in photos. So I use this for all of my blazers, suit coats, any dresses that need to have a little bit of flow. Otherwise, they just look so flat. And so this has really helped just to kind of like make it look a lot better. So I really like them. I don't know if anybody needs them, but I found them I guess maybe 8 or 9 months ago. And I just use the regular ones here for like the regular shirts, like these kinds of ones I use for regular shirts, but for the suit coats, they really work nicely like this. So, what about a blow up doll? Whoa, I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. And a collector Klingon watch. That's incredible. That's amazing. By the love of Kalis. Ames, welcome in. Michaela, welcome to the party. I hope you're having a great day. Brittany Walker. Brittany Walker's walking in here, baby. Oh, dimensional. Oh my God. For love of humor, your brain is in a naughty place today. So there is that. So we're going to be doing a little wife action. This is an old vintage No Boundaries, aka Nobo. That'll be our first thing that we're going to photograph today as a community. And this is so totally mob wife, so Y2K. And we're getting ready. We're getting ready and roll that beautiful bean footage. Who do we got? Who do we got? For love of humor! Congratulations! This is going to help you pick up and buy that Amityville squirrel light post. Congratulations, guys. One more big, huge claps in the chat. A huge shout out to our friend 808 Mac. 808, I hope you were able to get some more bookmarks. I hope you're able to get some more follows. If you guys haven't had a chance yet, please do. Please follow. Please bookmark. This person's spending their money so that you can get free money, which is incredible. Great way to advertise is through these community shows. So yesterday was your birthday. I'm so bummed. Our audio didn't, it recorded the whole thing, the whole video yesterday, and it didn't record part of the audio. It literally, when I split screened the phone here, it cut the audio out, which is, I'm so bummed because that was so fun that was singing that happy birthday. I know. So bummed about that. So, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay. So we're going to do this, guys. We are going to run a little auction. I'm going to see, I know, redo audio to match. I probably should. We're going to see if anyone is interested in these. So I handmade these. So these are handmade. This one's got bats and roses. It's got little spiders with gems and jewels. This is spooky ribbons. It's got like little kind of crazy deer horn things. And then on the back, you've got another little spider and you've got another little bow. Because I love headbands when they have stuff going on the front and the back. I think it looks better when there's two things going on. So we got a little bow there. So we are going to run this. This is going to come shipped to you. I handmade all of this. I handed the flowers, and all of this is handmade by yours truly, watching Stranger Things last night with a hot glue gun and some injuries. So I'm hoping you guys want these. I don't even know. I think they're super stinking cute. I decided to make these because I couldn't find any of these anywhere locally that I liked that was kind of spooky like this. So we're gonna auction these off. We're just gonna see. We're just gonna see. So this is gonna be for the first one. I got 4 of these, and we're gonna start it at $3, which just covers my cost basically of doing this. So we'll see if you guys want these. If you wind up getting a couple of them, you'll actually end up getting free shipping too. We tried to make the shipping as small as we can. So this is Hallow Queens for a little halo. This can be for you. This can be for your costume. This can be for your daughter or your girlfriend or your wifey or any of that stuff. Here is the back here. Here is the front of that with the little spideries, if you guys are interested, and they ding around just like this one. Okay, no takers on that. That's okay. All right, let's go ahead and do some photographing here. And let me see. I need to clean my glasses. We're going to do some photographing, and then we will talk a little bit about what we're doing while we're doing it. So if you guys need any help with reselling or you got questions or anything like that, please feel free to ask. I am here to answer any questions that you have. And here we go. Earn it. Earn it. Rerun it. You want me to rerun it? Oh my gosh, I'm Jack Skellington with glasses. Sometimes you just got to do that. We can rerun it if you want me to rerun it. Okay. We will rerun this little handmade little Hollow Queen. Starting that off right now. Here we go. Maurice says, I'm interested in that. It's got a little bat with a little flower. And then we got our little gem creepy spiders and all that good stuff. And I handmade that bow in the back too there. So it's all handmade, hand done by yours truly, for the spooktacular Halloween. Thank you guys. I had fun doing it. It was one of those things where it's like, I just want to make something crafty, see what happens on the stream. And God, congratulations! You have won this. Congratulations. We are baddie for you. All right, so you got that one. I've got some more too. We're going to go ahead and run those in a little bit. Thank you so much for getting that. Little crafting, a little something fun. Hippie Girl 18, welcome to the adventure. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some pictures done of this. So this aesthetic right here is what's called like mob wife. Now this can also be, rich, luxury, designer, Y2K, and all those good things. But I always think of this as like a mob wife look, married with children, in case you're kind of wondering what that look is, mixed with like, the Sopranos kind of thing. That is kind of what this look is here. So we're going to get a picture kind of as close as we can, but also not too close. And that'll be our opening photo. Now, as a rule of thumb, I usually don't advise cutting off the corners, but I really want to get in on the pattern of that. And if I take it from too far away, you're just not going to see it. So if there were more room in room, it may get a different reaction. If there were more room in room, it may get a different reaction. I'm not sure what that means, Lev. I am not sure what that means. Okay. Next up, we're going to get a picture of the size tag here. This is definitely an older Nobo, probably like late Y2K with that. I'd imagine something in there would be my guess. Okay, we're going to get a picture of the shoulders. Then we're going to do the arms. Then we're going to do the length. And then we're going to do the chest area here. And boom. All right, perfect. And then we're going to get the back. And I also want to get the inside here. Whenever you're doing blazers or jackets, you always want to get the inside, just because otherwise you're going to have someone that's like, I thought the inside was going to be cleaner. Or they're going to just say something random like that. And you're like, oh, okay. All right, so there is that. We're going to turn this around here. We're going to get that and that. And then here we go. Here is that. Boom, done. We'll get it in the bag and get it off. More people in the room. Oh, more people in the room. I know. It's I debated running those on the show today, only because with the community shows, we just, like I said, these don't get pushed out. So you have to kind of be looking for me to really get in here. And so I was thinking maybe I should be running them. We've got that show on the 16th. And so I was thinking maybe I should run them at that point, just because we'd have people that were actually interested in like the auction of it. People aren't really here to spend money necessarily. So, but I'm happy God got that, because he's such a great supporter of the stream, and I really appreciate everything that he does. He also goes over, you guys, and like puts my YouTube playlist. He'll just have them play continuously, like on a computer in a different room, to help me get hours over there. I'm trying so hard to get monetized, you guys. Like, you have no idea the grind. Like, it's just one of those things where, I mean, you just got to keep grinding until it happens, right? And I'm one of those people, when I set my mind to doing something, I'm so freaking insanely determined about it. So I'm determined for it to happen. Okay, next up here, we've got a shirt. If you know, then you know what this is. If you don't know, then you don't know. You're probably not interested in it. But I saw this and I was like, oh yeah, that's going to sell. So we are going to get this all done here. And it needs a serious lint roll here. It has been living a life with puppy dogs or kitty cats. Something there. All right, get that all with our little lint roller. We're gonna get it off. We're gonna get everything off. Okay, there's that. Here's those and that and that. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, there is that. And first things first, I'm gonna get a picture of this graphic because that's the most important thing. People can see that. So we're going to lower our exposure as well because otherwise it's going to look all faded out, and it is not. Let's get our light over here a little bit and get that in there. And there we go. Let's take a look here. That looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and just darken that up just a little bit because that looks just a little dark. There we go. Great. That'll be our opening photo there. Sophia Hart, great to see you. I have the fattest finger problem on my phone, dude. My autocorrect is so bad. Like it says the most random things. Kim, so great to see you. How many followers? How many? Yeah, so it's hours. So I have the number of followers I need over on YouTube. It's hours. You have to get either 10 million views on your shorts, which is like insane, or you need 4,000 hours. And I think we're at like 2,100. So it's a grind, but we're going to get there. You should make a sign that people can read in here, like that one right there. This says follow me on YouTube. You mean this one right here? You mean that sign? Okay. All right. We're also going to do, let's do our split screen. Let's do our split screen so you guys can see what I'm doing too. I think it's more interesting for y'all when you guys can see and it's not so far away. So let's get in here. Justin, is the Bluetooth on? Can you do it when you get a chance? Okay, you got it. All right. Okay. So there is that, and then we'll go backwards here. Now we've talked a little bit about this week already, but I know we got people in here today that weren't here earlier in the week. When y'all are taking pictures of your t-shirts or shirts and stuff like that, instead of smoothing them out to the point of no return where they're super flat for the hang picture or the lay picture, it's okay to wrinkle them up just a little bit. It's kind of the popular way to do the clothing now is to kind of have a little bit of play. So rather than it having like and being like so like wide and flat, just having it like this, I think seems to be kind of what I'm seeing more and more on Depop. So it's got like, and of course that translates over to the Bay. So it's got a little bit more play to it. It'll also allow you to get more of the item in the photo, which is great. Yeah, for love of humor. She's typing away, typing away. Leah Lynn, hello, my friend. Okay, we're going to get, and this is going to be like an extra large here. Size tag is gone, but this is definitely like late Y2K for sure because it's got like, I mean, you can just tell from the beefiness of it. Let me listen to the material here. This has got to be like a 20. I'm gonna guess this is like a 2014. Yeah, maybe 2015 maybe. All right, we're gonna get the back here. So that's what I'd call like a post Y2K, where it's not technically a Y2K, but it's kind of in that wheelhouse. I mean, it's so crazy to think that 2015, they want us to list it as modern. Like if you look on Depop or something, and it's like the 2000s or modern, and it's like, well, 2015 isn't modern. That's like saying that the clothes in the 80s were the exact same clothes as in the 90s, and they weren't. They're totally different styles. Like 10 years makes a huge difference when it comes to what people are wearing. Think about it, like people that were wearing like thanks, man. People that were wearing like Paris Hilton stuff, let's say in 2010. By 2020, they're not wearing that at all. That's not in the same decade. So technically, it's not modern, but there really isn't like a word between there. I think post Y2K is the best description. I mean, I don't think that's a keyword. I don't know that anyone else is using it on the internet, but I kind of use it just to give people an idea of like what it is. So I don't think it, for love of humor, I don't think anyone is going to get offended in here. I think the Nice Comps crew are unoffendable people. we don't really I don't know if we get offended in here. I think we all just kind of roll with the punches. At least that's what I think. Not this last couple years, anything goes, right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, anything goes these days. Well, now it's everyone's wearing the styles that were popular in like the 90s and Y2K. And it's not just because it's like a vintage throwback, it's because the clothing was better quality. Like the clothing now is so thin. I mean, that Under Armour yesterday had pinholes in it. It's like a new, like a 2022 Under Armour shirt, pinholes. Like it's because there's so much plastic woven into the cotton now that it's garbage. So it all just falls apart. People want stuff where they can wash it. Like this is a Y2K shirt. People want stuff where they can wash it 800 million times. Like, look at that. There's no cracking even on this yet. Now I turn my shirts inside out and all that kind of stuff. But when you look at a newer shirt, that's not the case. It's just thinner. I don't even know if I have any here, but yeah. So look at this. Like, this is going to be a more modern shirt, right? It's got the stretch to it. See how you can see that stretch? It says it's cotton. It's not. It's got elastane. You look at this, no stretch. There's no stretch on it. So that's why people are so prone to liking the older clothing, is because it's just quality. You can wash and wear it. You can, you spend $45 on a new t-shirt like this in the store, and you're washing this sucker like what, maybe 40 times, maybe probably less than that, and it's going to start getting pinholes right down here by where people's pants are because it rubs on the button. So what kind of bags do you put them in? So we use two different kinds. I've got two different sizes. So I've got 9 by 12s and 11 by 14. So I buy two different sizes. These are the two different sizes. So this one is for shirts, short sleeve button ups, long sleeve button ups, anything that's kind of lightweight and small. And then these ones are for jeans and sweaters and lightweight coats. I get these, and actually, I just bought some. I just got my order yesterday. I did find a great. Hey, Justin, can you take those bags that I just bought, those clear bags, and put them on our Amazon link? So he's going to put them on there. So what you'll do is, because the reason I'm having him do this is because I really like them and they're on sale right now. And so I'm gonna pin this here. This is our Amazon store. This is our, like, go to it. You'll find all the things we recommend. So if you bring that QR code up so it's big on your screen and then screenshot it, you can follow it from the photos in your phone. It'll take you over there. Give him 10 minutes or so, but he'll put the link. These small ones right now, it's a different brand than I usually get. They're totally fine. I like them. They open and close just fine. And they're on sale. I think they were only like 3 cents a piece or something like that. So they're pretty inexpensive. And then I actually ship in these as well as I put them in a poly bag. The reason I like to have two things is because the conveyor belts are so destructive and mean that when you just take your shirt or pants and you throw it in a poly bag without another layer, you're just risking it for the bisking it. I mean, it may get there fine. There may be no issues with it. It may be great and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's still a risk, right? I mean, I buy stuff online all the time. I buy most of my shirts, I either get at garage sales or I get like from Depop. And so for me, when someone sends me a shirt and it's not in an additional poly bag, there is almost always a small run or a tear or a pull in the poly bag. Now, I haven't had anything destroyed yet, but it's still risky. And so I like putting them in here. And then what I do is I fold this down till it meets the size, pop it in a poly bag. That way it stays 6 by 6 by 2, and I can ship it off and save a little bit on shipping. So it works really great. You're welcome, Mac. For love of humor. So in my shop, I choose a heavyweight cotton shirt for every design. And my favorite happens to be the cheapest, but they're like a good regular cotton. Yeah, I don't even know that it has to do with like what's more expensive or not these days. I think it has to do with like um the brand. So a lot of you guys probably know this, but my son is actually starting a clothing company, a flame resistant clothing company. And so he's been like researching materials. They've printed on materials. They've printed on different t-shirts and stuff like that. And we were talking about that, how it is so crazy, the different quality between one kind of shirt and another, because they're trying to do shirts that are like, good quality, like old school quality. And it's pretty amazing. It's not always the one that's the most expensive. It just has to do with the company that's using shirts that doesn't have like tons and tons and tons of elastin in it. So yeah, Gildan is 50-50. Gildan used to be the only one I was like, I'm a Gildan girl. I live and die by it. But there are some of the new small silver tearaways that are really super cheap. I've gotten a couple band t-shirts like at concerts and stuff that are on Gildan's, and it's like almost disgusting how thin they are. So I think it kind of depends. The 2016 Gildan tearaway tag, that era is pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, they did change it. Yeah, did they change it from the really bad one? Because the last Gildan one I got, I was like, ooh, ooh, I was a little bit disappointed. So, okay, so those are the bags I use. Hopefully that helps you out, and gets you a good deal. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do our little Nike now. A lot of times with Nike shirts, I'll wait until I get like 4 or 5 of them and then do a lot. But I just haven't come across any others recently that are in this size. I've come across tons in other sizes, but not in this size. So we're just gonna sell this one individually. So I think of these little things. If I can pick one of these shirts up like this for $1, I'm all in. And I kind of think of these shirts as like they wake up my account. Have you guys ever noticed when you go to sell something on, like, let's say Poshmark, for instance? I think Poshmark is the most uh, like noticeable of all of the apps, where if you sell one thing, you almost always sell another item and then another item. It's like it comes in batches. And the reason it does that is because when you sell an item, it tells that platform that you have the kind of account that has stuff that people are interested in. So if you are, if you're selling a shirt and someone buys it, then it wakes up your account, and then you want to sell another one, or offers start going out. It's like your account becomes kind of relevant. So I like to have a few of these things in my store that are just a little bit cheaper than maybe some of the other items. I'm just using a little baby wipe to get the little dust off here, little gooberies here. I like to wake my account up with these. So this shirt may only sell for $8 or $9. I may make $3 in profit on this, but it's going to wake my account up, and it's going to help people to get my account pushed out to them. Does that make sense how I'm saying it? I hope that makes sense how I'm saying it. I've never said it before, so we're just rolling with it, and hopefully that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. All right, so we're going to get a picture up close of our graphic, and then far away. Let's go ahead and split screen here. What's that? Okay, perfect. Those bags, Mac, those bags are on our Amazon link if you want to go over. They were on sale. I bought them, I think I ordered them like 3 days ago. So hopefully they're on sale. You guys know what I'm talking about with the sales? Olive, hello, my love. Hello. Okay, we're going to go in here. We're going to do a little split screen action so you guys can see what I'm doing here. There is that. There is that. Dirt, 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 dirt. Invite to co-host, accept that. Here we go. We are doing it. Okay, perfect. All right, this way you guys will get to see what I'm doing, and there won't be just a big light in your way, so you can see what I'm photographing. Oh my goodness, and hopefully the sound stays. It did not work yesterday on the Tubies, but we'll find out. Okay, so once we get a picture of the large, the picture of it in the wild here without being up close and personal, we'll get that. Then we are going to do shoulders, and then we're gonna do some length, and then we're gonna do some chest measurements and make it really great. There's that, and then we're gonna turn it around and show that there's things on the back as well. There's a little dust, so we're gonna hit that with the baby wipe and get rid of the dust. That's the dust song for today. What is she talking about? She doesn't know because it's Friday and she's been crazy busy all week. She burned her finger with a hot glue gun and soaked it in vinegar and salt. Does that work? It works every time. All right. There's that. Boom, 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 boom. And a picture of the back of the shirt. And then we need to get the size tag. And then moving right along, singing that same old song. Justin, make a sticker reminding people to follow and like on YouTube. Honey, Humor says make a sticker that reminds people to follow and like on YouTube. That's not a bad idea, actually, to create a quality listing that I can pin. Oh, wait, no, I have one. What am I saying? We have one. Oh my gosh, I totally even forgot we had this. So if you guys want to follow us on YouTube, all you got to do is click on that image, make it big, screenshot it, follow it from your phone, and then you can find us on YouTube. And then you can rewatch these. And then we can work on getting the monetization. Like, I see people out there monetized. There isn't a whole lot of us ladies monetized. And I don't know what that means. I'm not trying to make a political statement or nothing. I'm just saying it's interesting. I think there's only a handful of monetized reselling ladies. I could rattle off all you boys all day. But when it comes to the ladies, I don't know if there's just more guys that follow guys and there's more people, more guys maybe are on YouTube versus women. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I'm not making a statement. I'm just saying. Okay, right here we've got one of my favorite guys to sell ever. This is my good friend, Ralph Lauren. This is a vintage Ralph Lauren. You can tell by the tag there. Got some fake Ralph Lauren. Going to be making a video on that. I'm going to try to get that done this weekend. Got some fake Ralph Lauren. So make sure you guys are going to our YouTube because that's where that video is going to go up. And I'll be able to show you guys the difference between the fake. In fact, I may hold that out. I think I'm going to hold that shirt out so I can use that for the video. All right, next shirt we got here is this crazy Love Jackie. Super wild, crazy Western shirt. Really, really cool. Really good condition. Maybe a couple spots here and there. But really, really neat. Look at the cuffs on this one. So cool. Oh, we got to use our tool. We got to use our tool because you know your girl ain't buttoning. I am not buttoning up things anymore. I only do it with this, my little buttoning tool, because my fingers do not want to have to button things up anymore. My fingers are old and they have hot glue gun burns. I'm just saying. Crafting is a dangerous thing, guys. Crafting is a dangerous act. You can burn yourself at any moment with that hot glue gun. I know there's probably a safe way to use it, but I'm a little bit messy when I craft. I don't know if anybody else in here crafts, but I'm a messy crafter. He said, yeah, he does. Justin says, yeah, you're messy just when you craft. I'm messy all the time. I'm a messy lady. All right, great. Super cool retro design. It's got one little spot there, but we'll just disclose that and move along. Project or profits, not projects. We're going to go ahead and pin this up here so we can show that. It's got a cool little cuff. That is called a pointed barrel cuff. It is a pointed barrel cuff here. All right, there's that. Let's get a picture. And we're going to go ahead and bring our exposure up a little bit so we can really get in here and show this amazing piece. Perfect. So that'll be our opening photo there for that one. Nice up close and personal. We'll bring this back down here, bring this over, that over, and get a little snap, a little pick here. Perfect. And we'll get the back, and then we'll go ahead and do measurements as well. And this definitely has some really neat texture to it. The texture on this. So one thing I wish that people could have is like when they're doing these static closing, like feeler vision, where you can feel like the crazy texture. This is like almost like a canvas material in a way. Really neat. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get the shoulders here, and then always doing the arm length when you're doing that. Great. Done. All right. And we haven't done this in a little bit. If you guys get a chance to give me a bookmark, I would really appreciate it. So I've got a show coming up on the 16th, which is actually Isaiah's birthday. So I got a show coming up on the 16th, and I am going to be doing $1 starts. I don't know what I got. I think it's women's. I think it's men's. I think it might be some juniors. I'm not sure. I got bags, bags of clothing. I don't know what is in it. It's going to be a surprise, but everything is going to start at $1, even if it's like designer name brand, which the lady that brought it to me was kind of a fancy lady. So I have a feeling there might be some of that in there. If that makes any, I don't know if anyone knows about it, may have like fancy lady, like somebody that spends some money on clothing. But I don't know. I have no idea. No promises. I'm not really sure. All I know is that it's going to be $1. So if you guys get a chance to do that, Unicorner, what are you doing, my friend? Good morning. For Love of Humors has already did. Cynthia, good morning. I'm super messy, but like clean. I know I'm the same way. I am the same way. It's harder for a female because we are the keepers of the baby making machine. I am telling you. I am telling you. Ooh, it's not fun without a good scare. In the words of Jack Skellington, Wainswort, what are you trying to do? Kill me, woman? We are going to do another giveaway. We're going to do another giveaway, folks. All right, so here is this one here. Here is that, and here is that. Here is this and this. All right, give me a second here, and I will take a look at the chat, and I will also get the giveaway going on here. I'm about to do a show and push myself out of my comfort zone. Thanks for the inspiration, nice comps. I'll be a hot mess, but if y'all want to see that, guys, make sure you follow our good friend Cynthia here. She's a supporter for sure. And she has guys. No, she's got no. She just booked this, so she's got no bookmarks. So we need to do that, guys. We are going to give her some bookmarks. It starts in about 10 minutes. So Cynthia, I am bookmarking you guys. Let's get her up to at least 10 bookmarks so she can get the show pushed out. She's doing $3 to $5 starts. She's got Vicky Seki's UGG Coach, White House Black Market, Forever 21, 1 hour pop up long sleeve editions. So if you guys can get in there and give her a bookmark, that will be incredible. If we can get her pushed out to 10 bookmarks, that'll help Whatnot to actually push her show out. So if you guys can do that and then just comment done when you are done, that would be amazing. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. You got this. Just stick with it. You'll figure it out as you go. There's going to be good, bad, and everything else in between. But it's a lot of fun if you just let yourself have fun. Who cares if it's a hot mess? Who cares if it's insanity? Who cares if your voice, your volume doesn't work for 30 minutes of your first two shows? Who cares if you do the shipping wrong? Who cares? All that matters is that you have fun doing it at the end of the day. TJ, welcome in. Charlotta TCG, welcome as well. ESP, welcome to the adventure. What Cynthia is the person? She's doing her first show today, you guys. First show. I remember how nerve wracking that was. So let's make sure that we do that. Now, here's what we're going to do for our giveaway today. This is on Justin and me. Some really cute little Hello Kitty stickers and a nice little pomegranate face mask for free. So you guys pop on in that giveaway. This is a little present, a thank you for coming in here and always supporting our stream and being awesome and amazing. Justin and I are going to mail this out to you. So make sure you guys get up on in that giveaway if you like free items. Who doesn't like free, right? JJ's welcome to the adventure. Great to see you, my friend. Vicky is here. Dawn! That's a great friend of ours, Dawn. Dawn is such an incredible woman. You guys, great show, beautiful gemstones. If you guys get a chance to follow her, if you're not already, great seller to follow if you're newer to Whatnot as well. She kind of, during her show, you can kind of get a flow for how things go. She's a very seasoned seller here, so great person to follow. OMG, that was all the things that happened. 2 shows. Oh, this is your third, okay, that I've rescheduled the last 2 months because all those things. Hey, it happens. And that's okay because the Whatnot community will support you and we will all be here to root you on. Even if something goes wrong with the stream and everything's crazy, we'll be here. We're here. Everyone is here. We're rooting for you. You got this. You've done things harder than that. You've done natural diamond giveaway show tomorrow. Okay. I'm over here giving away pomegranate face wraps, and Dawn's over here giving away the family jewels. You see what I did there? Cynthia, you got this, babe. You got this. All right. So we got that giveaway going on here. And so I think I'm going to run these other headbands when we do our show. So we've got a show coming up on the 16th. So if you guys can get in to our show here. I just booked this a couple days ago, so it definitely needs some bookmarks. If we go over here into shows and you scroll down, we got a live thrifting one coming up on Tuesday. And then on the 16th, we've got the $1 random polls. We only got 21 bookmarks right now. So I'm hoping y'all can get in there if you don't have that bookmarked, or get in there, maybe share that show out. We haven't done a dollar start show in a very long time. I mean, I haven't done a dollar start show in probably 4 months or so. And so this will be exciting. And like I said, I don't know what's in it. I have no idea. It's all bagged up. I'm not even going to open it. We're literally going to open it live. It's going to be like a treasure hunt. It should be exciting. Dimrak, good morning, my friend. How are you today? JJ's has a quick question about bundles. Yeah, I would say JJ, Dawn is the person to answer that for you. She does a lot of that kind of stuff. So thank you for answering that, Dawn. Yes, and love of humor. To set up max shipping on a show, pretty easy. So what you do is you go into a show. So I'll just go into that show that we got going on here. And then you go over here where it says more, and then you're going to click on edit show. And then if you scroll down here to where the shipping settings are, scroll down a little bit where it says shipping settings right here. You click on see more options. After you click on see more options, you click on shipping costs. And then there, you're able to select that second one. And you can actually make this any amount that you want. You can make it $9.21. You can make it $5. You can make it $6. You can make it $9. I just leave mine at $9.21 because that's what Whatnot has. So yeah, so that's how you do that. Yeah, keywords for a ladies denim shirt. Mel, great idea. So keywords for ladies denim shirt is going to be all of your Western aesthetics. So definitely Western. Anything with denim at all is Western. If it's loose and baggy, you can also use some of those boho settings. Of course, if it's got a retro feel to it, do retro. If it's got anything vintage, you want the vintage and then the era as well. If it's got any like patchwork, you'd want to add craft core or art core onto that. And then if it's got kind of a preppy aesthetic or a preppy feel to it, like you can see like a rich girl with a little nice fancy Prada bag, maybe wearing it tucked in with a nice little leather belt or something, then you don't also want to include some of those preppy words, preppy style. You could also, if it's got like a professor feel or like a school feel, you can do academia, university. Those are just some of the ones that come off of the top of my head. You're amazing. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, and also if you guys haven't had a chance to get over to our IG, I want y'all to make sure you're voting. So over here on our IG, if you go to where it says master keywords, there is a poll in there for you to vote on. And this is going to tell us what the best day is for the keywords masterclass. So I'm going to tally these up. It looks like right now, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday daytime is winning. So if you want something besides that, you better get your butt in there and get voting. And roll that beautiful bean footage, JJ! JJ, you're gonna get a lovely little pomegranate face mask and a lovely little Hello Kitty stickers, which are so cute and amazing and awesome. JJ, thank you for always coming in and showing love to our stream and showing some support and being awesome. So you have won that. That is from Justin and I to you. Congratulations, my good friend. Hey, if you guys need movies, any movie you could think of in the planet, whether that is on VHS or DVD, y'all gotta hook up with my friend JJ's Bargain Bin. He will literally find you anything. He is the treasure hunter searcher of movies and all of that kind of stuff. So, guys, make sure you're giving him a follow as well. Dustin, welcome in. Congratulations, Heart Centered Soul. You're here, my friend. What Liz likes. Welcome to the adventure as well. Great to see you. Love of Humor says question. So products I put in the show, enter the correct weight. Yeah, so we do it by weight classes as far as like what we do is we set up stuff ahead of time. So we'll do like 100 items of 4 to 7 pounds, 100 items 8 to 11, 100 items 1 pound, 100 items 1.5 pounds, and then we do 2 to 3 and 4 to 6. And so we just set up a bunch of different ones in our auction center or auction area. And the great thing about doing that as a quality listing, when you put that big of a quantity, is you can clone that to the next show. So you don't have to keep setting these up. And then we run it according to the weight. Now, when you're doing that, it's really important to take in consideration packing. So what I would do, especially if you're a newer seller, if you've got an item, like let's say you've got a shirt, you're going to run. This is going to run as probably 8 to 11. Let's just say this is an 8 to 11 shirt. So I got to take in consideration though that I got to put some packing material. So I'm going to have a packing slip in there, and I'm going to have my poly bag. So what I would do if I were you, and I'm not you, but if I was, I would take that item, I would take the bag it's going to live in, I would take the poly bag you're going to put it in, or however you ship, put those on a scale so you can get to know your weights. At this point, I can pretty much lift something up and tell you how much something's going to weigh, but that's just from doing this so many times. So if you're not sure, that's how I would do it. Then what we did when we first started is, so we've got our little thing here, right, with all of our clothes on it. So what I would do is I would do sections. So I'd put all of my heavy stuff down here at the end, and then I'd put like a hanger with a little, you can do a little tag or a little like, tab in between or something. And that signifies that everything over here needs to run at 1 to 2 pounds. And then you've got stuff that you're going to run at, 1.5 pounds. So you put that there, and then you put, another little hanger in between it with a little marker. Now, that doesn't mean you need to run that whole section at once. It just means when you are in here and you're like, okay, next up, we're going to do this pair of pants. You already know what category of weight it needs to be in, so that when you go to run that auction, you don't have to weigh it during the show. Does that make sense? So you're gonna already know what we're gonna do that for. So these pants right here weigh 1 pound 2 ounces, but I need to put a poly bag on that, right? So I'm just gonna run this as a 1 to 2 category. I could probably run it as a 1.5, but what if it's like 1.9 or 1.10 when I get to the end of it? And then I'm like, oh, and I got to change the weight. Now, can you cheat the system a little bit and mess around at the end with your weights? You can. But if you're a new seller and you're just trying to do things by the books and you just want things to be like smooth and easy and you don't want to change things or wish upon a star or any of that kind of stuff, get your correct weights in there. Keep them as low as you can because that helps the people with shipping. But if you're going to do the max shipping anyways, it's fine. We always do max shipping shows. So I'm cool with overestimating because that's not going to hurt me at the end, right? The people are going to pay up to 921 and then that's it. They're not going to pay shipping again. So I'd rather overestimate and make sure I'm good than underestimate and owe money at the end, because you can only do 5 changes a week, especially if it ends up going into a different class, like if it goes from ground advantage to priority or I don't want to confuse you, but I'll stop there before it starts to get confusing. Everyone's like, oh my goodness, the whatnot shipping's crazy. So did that answer your question? I hope that helps. Can you give my giveaway winnings to a random person for me? JJ's, I still got to ship you something, baby. I still got to ship you something. But what I can do is I can include this if you want me to. I'll still got to ship you a thank you card. But I can include this with one of the headbands we run on the 16th if you want me to. Just say yes or no below. I've got headbands. So I've made a few of them. I'm going to make more of these. So I've got like this one. I've handmade these too, you guys. I mean, I don't need props. I don't need claps. I just wanted to do something fun and cute. And I couldn't find any good ones online. They were all too expensive and they just looked so cheesy. So I made these. So we're going to be running this one here with the little bats and spiders and eyeballs. I decorate the backs as well so that it's not just the front. So we're going to run that one. And then I've got this one with all these little pumpkins with like googly eyes. So we're going to run that one on the 16th. And then we also have this one here that's on top of my head. And I'm going to run that one. And then I'm going to make a few more of them too. So I'll run those on the 16th, though, when we've got people that are wanting to buy stuff for the auction stuff. So, yes, you want me to do that? Okay, JJ's. What I'll do, too, is I'm going to give you a shout out during the show for that. So I'm going to give you a shout out. I'm going to write here on the back of this so that I remember. I'm going to write on the back of this so that I remember. And then I'm going to shout you out during the show when I run one of those items. And hopefully that'll help get you some followers and some bookmarks and stuff too. Cause that's what I'm really here for, you guys. I'm here to help y'all grow your businesses. That's what the whole deal is here. That's why I do these. So she even got a third degree burn. I did. You know what, guys? I'm gonna tell you right now though. So if you ever burn yourself, this has nothing to do with reselling, but here's a little tip. If you ever burn yourself, there is an old trick that my brother taught me. My brother used to be a chef. And so he's burning himself in the kitchen. He's just as accident prone as his sister. So he's burning himself all the time. And he learned this trick from a chef that learned it from a chef that learned it from a chef. So here's the trick. If you burn yourself, let's say you burn yourself on your hand. We're giving medical advice and doing reselling. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a paper towel, fold it down to about this size. You're gonna soak that sucker in white vinegar. So soak it to the point where it's just completely saturated. Then you're gonna take and put some salt on it. Table salt, iodized, it doesn't matter. Just some sort of salt on here. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap the injury up and then get yourself like a little cup or something and put an ice cube in it and just stick it in there. Let it sit in there for like, I don't know, an hour while you're watching a show or something like that. And it'll hurt when you first go to take it off, but then you'll notice over the next like half hour, it stops hurting. Last night, I'm not kidding you, I had a blister on the back of this thumb that was so big and so huge. I was like, this is going to make tomorrow really tough. And if it didn't take it away, it always works for me. So, white vinegar, salt, ice cube, 1 hour. It is a quick heal. I know you do, JJ. You're such a good person. I really appreciate you. You're amazing. Uh, Not too much. I had a friend treating herself every day after work for a sunburn on her back. After 3 days, she was becoming. Yeah, you don't want to do it too much. You don't want to do it too much. Just like an hour. You just want like an hour on there. Don't go crazy with it. You don't want to make yourself sick with vinegar and salt. Disclaimer. 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 Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna get to our next item here. And next up, we've got this little shirt here, a little Western shirt. Now, this is a company called Plains. I would say it's kind of your lower end Western wear. Now, what makes this one great though is it's big man. So when you're looking for stuff to source, when you can find items that are like 2X, 3X, XLT, big and tall, they're usually a pickup. And here's why. When a clothing company releases, so when Plains released this shirt, let's say that they did 100,000 of them in large, they probably did 100,000 of them in extra large, but then they only do like 50,000 in 2XL, 20,000 in 3XL, 10, 8,000 in 4XL. And so there just isn't as many on the market. So two things happen. One, people are looking for them, right? Because there's not going to be as many out there. So your competition is lower. But two, people don't haggle you on the price as much as they do for clothing in large and extra large. Large and extra large are just such popular sizes that people know that they can kind of haggle you a little bit because you've got competition, right? But when you get into the big and talls or you get into the bigger sizes, you're always able to make a little bit more money. So I'm always looking for those sizes. Now, if this shirt was just in a large, straight up large, I'm probably only going to get like $7 or $8 for it. But because it's a big man, I'm probably going to get closer to like 12 to 13 just based on the size of it. And then of course it's pearl snap, which we love. So, oh God, thank you. There's frost in every window. I can't believe my eyes. My bones, I feel the warmth is coming from inside. What's this? What's this? I've got marks from my glasses. That's funny. This chick was picking herself, and I gave her some Solar Cane. Solar Cane that's the real winner. And on her back looked worse the next day, but she came in feeling great and the back healing. Solar Cane is amazing. Guys, I'm so klutzy. I had a pan. This was my first apartment. We're gonna do story time for 5 seconds here. First apartment. And I think I was like 17. I think my boyfriend had to sign for it because I wasn't even old enough to like legally sign for it. And my mom was coming over for her birthday, so I wanted to make her a cake. Now, back in the day, to make frosting, because I'm obviously old. I'm so old. I died in 1912. But back in the day, you would have to take frosting and mix it with boiling water, and you'd cook it over the stove, and then it would turn into like frosting. Anyways, and so I was making this frosting, and I, of course, I don't have any money. I'm a 17-year-old kid. All my pans are from like the free store, and they're all just like garbage. So the handle was wobbly on this pan, and it wobbled and it broke, and it fell onto my arm. And I grabbed the pan, and it literally, this is so disgusting, but it peeled all of my skin off. It was a terrible burn, but I didn't have insurance. I don't think I had insurance at the time. And so I didn't want to go to the doctor. So my mom, she was like, she ran home and she got solar cane and put that solar cane. I put my arm into a vegetable drawer from the refrigerator with ice. And then we wrapped tin foil around it. It was like some old trick that my mom had learned. And would you not believe, not one scar from that? That should have scarred so bad. So bad. Yeah, it was a very long time ago. Jen, welcome to the adventure. Great to see you, my friend. Okay, we're going to get a picture here of our little Western shirt. And there is that. And let's get all of the goobery, doobery, youberies. We haven't done this in a little while, too. If you guys want to gain some new followers, I know we got a couple people in here that weren't here this morning. Go ahead and leave a heart in the comment. A heart in our show signifies that anyone that follows you, you pinky swear you'll follow them back. If you're already following them, then you can go ahead and just give them a couple bookmarks. Just gotta clean that little spot off there. There we go. All right, here's that. Boom, done. And there's that. All right, we're gonna go up here with that. And here we go. We get a picture. Now we are gonna lower our exposure a little bit here, just because otherwise it's going to be too bright. And then one trick I've been doing, I've showed this a couple times this week, but this has worked so well. So I used to stretch this out and pin it. I started just putting the shirt sleeve behind and smoothing, and wait till you see this. It works so good for the opening photo. It's really pretty impressive. You can't see that it's folded, but it makes it nice and flat. So God's in Spirit Junkie. Hey, baby. I've got Jack on my booty. You guys know that's what Jack and Sally are literally, our dogs are literally named from Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, I'm a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan for sure. It's not fun without a scare. Whoa. All right. Olive's in. Sierra! Okay. We're going to go ahead and get the full length of this now that we've done that for way effect. And here is that. We'll go ahead and take our exposure back up a little bit so it's not quite so dark. And then we are going to get the shoulders here. And this is definitely, this is a 3X. This is definitely like a big guy's shirt, which is great. There's probably not a whole lot of these for sale, I would guess. There's that. We got our length. And then we've got our chest, which is probably going to be like a 52. 58 on that one. So that's great. And so with this one, I'll use all of my Western keywords, but I'm also going to make sure I do big, loose, baggy, oversized, and streetwear, because we want to be able to include anyone that's looking for like kind of a baggier, oversized fit. So there's that. Get that. Then we're going to get the tag. And then moving right along. I'm so happy to see you, Spirit Junkie. My neighbors had the white dog named Zero, and he could be standing there blending in with the snow. Oh my gosh, I bet he was so handsome. Oh, I would have loved to have met him. I would have loved to have met him for sure. I gotta lay this down to get this tag here. Give me just a second. And we've got a Zero floating outside because our whole yard is Nightmare Before Christmas. So it's very cute. I need to get pictures of it so everyone can see it. Oh, is he big? Is he a big baby? Is he a big guy? What a great name for a white dog, though. I love that with Zero. So cute. All right, we're gonna get this here, and boom, done, and moving right along. Okay, next up, looks like we got a pair of pants. Little pair of pants. We're gonna take a picture of our SKU so we don't forget that. And then next we got a pair of vintage Cascade Blues. How many people remember that brand? Cascade Blue, very like mom core, mom jeans. This is very like artist, but also like 80s. So crazy retro for sure. I absolutely remember this line. And it's got like really cute little chore pockets. So you want to make sure any of your pockets where the pocket goes down like this, you want to make sure you're including chore pocket on that. So here is that there. We'll go ahead and bring that down just a little bit. And I'm going to show that chore pocket as our opening photo. So that's going to be our opening picture. I like to just I like my opening pictures to look a little bit different than other people's. I think it just kind of sets me apart, keeps it interesting. And that's what I think it's all about. How can we keep it interesting? Okay, we got our size on the waist, and then always on these big, like balloon kind of mom jeans. It's really important to do the thighs too, so people can see the looseness. And then we're gonna just get in here and pop open that gusset so we can get a picture of the rise. These are definitely high rise, sitting at about 11. And then we're gonna get our length here, and perfect. And then we're gonna do the back, and there's that. And here we go. And then we're gonna get a picture of the size in there too. I'm too old. Yes, so this is called a chore pocket. You'll see it on jackets a lot where they've got like pockets right here that just kind of go down like that. It's called a chore pocket when you can just go down like that and it's just like an open kind of resting pocket. That's what those are. And that can be on, you'll see it mainly on jackets, especially like old Carhartts and stuff like that. But you'll see it a lot, like in the Japanese culture, you see it a lot of in their clothing as well. And then a lot of times in these old 80s mom jeans too. And I don't think this even has a size on it. No, the tag's gone. Tag has been retired. You are so welcome. Yeah, some shorts have them too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm just seeing it in my mind. I'm hoping you guys can see it on the second camera, but I don't know. Yeah, love grandma pants. Love granny core. Little granny core action. Agreed. Agreed. All right, putting this in here, and here we go. Yes, grandma pants from the 80s. Grandma's got the chore pocket. She's out. She's got some Mrs. Buttersworth, all Buttersworth candies in there, ready to just hand you out some sticky candy that's got like Kleenex stuck on it. I'm not quite grandma, but I'm still old. Are you old in spirit? See what I did there? All right, next up here, we've got an old boy here. This is an old little roper, made in Hong Kong. Yeah, so this is going to be vintage, little vintage roper. Now, for those of you that have not gotten this button thing yet, what are you doing with your life? So see these little buttons. They are SOBs to get inside of that. But if you take your little tool here, your little $5 tool, and you just stick it in the hole, that's what she said. You grab the button, you bring it out, and it buttons it for you that quickly. If you do not have this yet, what are you doing with your life? Same thing down here with the cuffs. I have not done a regular button in so long since I got this thing. I am so grateful that Kiwi had did a little video on it because it has totally changed my perspective. I used to dread picking up because I love selling like men's button ups. I love doing like Ralph Lauren and stuff like that. But I always dreaded every time I got them, and they like every single button was undone. I was like, oh my gosh. But that's okay because we got our button tool. I was watching the Menendez brothers documentary thing, and I was watching them unbutton and rebutton their shirts, and I was like, they don't have the tool. They don't have the tool. I mean, they've got other things to worry about, but That's what this thing is, this little fanwear one. If you guys don't have this yet, if you go, it's like an oversized needle and thread. If you go here to our Amazon link. So just pull that image up so it's big, screenshot it, and then you can follow it into our store from your photos, and you'll find this little thing. It's like the best $6 I ever spent. I also use it to hold down tags when I'm taking photos. This thing is amazing. Saves my old lady hands. Yeah, I can't. I literally too many years I think of doing hair. It's like when I have to do those little micro things, my fingers just like cramp up. Heartfelt treasures, welcome in. Great to see you. I got one in an extra, another one reseller friend. So great. Yeah, super recommend. Lucky recommends as well. It's just a really cool thing. And then this on this end is for, you can either hang it up or it's for zippers. So if you get a zipper where the thing has pulled off, like the little top head is half missing, you can use it on that as well. Yeah, that tool is a lifesaver. You guys picked up. It'll save you so much time. Yeah, it is really, it's crazy. I can't, clever girl. I can't believe when I think about the number of like Ralph Lauren shirts I buttoned by hand before this thing, it's like kind of disgusting. I mean, I'd have to do half the shirt and then my fingers would cramp and I have to do the other half. And then sometimes I was just so pissed. I'd be like, Justin, do this freaking button. Because it would just be so insanely crazy annoying. So super, super great $6 spend for sure. All right, let's see. Let's get pictures of this here. We're going to stretch this puppy out a little bit, make him look all handsome with his Y2K vintage self. This is probably like maybe I don't know, 2005, maybe something like that. So there's that. Then we're going to take our little tape here. We're going to bring that out, bring that up. And then, like I said, I've been just tucking that other one behind, and that has worked so, so good. Get our collar looking good there, looking all handsome. Trick is to remember to take the tape off when you're done so you don't have a tape. I'm sure there's been people that have gotten stuff in the mail from me that has tape on it. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? She ain't perfect, but she tries every day. Okay, I've got to make that look better there. We got to make you look handsome there, Mr. Roper. Mr. Roper, get it? What show is that from? Pop quiz. Where's my people that know about that? Mr. Roper. What show is that from? Pop quiz hot shot. I bet you Justin doesn't know. Hey Justin! What show is Mr. Roper from? Nope, he don't know. He don't know! Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Where the kisses are his and hers. Three's company too. Do 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 do. I know. See, y'all know. Y'all know. He doesn't. He doesn't know nothing. Did he come running in to see what you need? He should have. Yeah, he should have. He should have come running. No, he just goes what from the other room. Courtship, welcome in. Three's company, baby. Everyone schooled you today, honey. Well, that's because you're too young. I'm a bit of a cougar, they say, about things like that. All right, let's measure here. He's too busy working to think about Three's Company. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. I'm busy working and I'm busy thinking about Three's Company. Look at that multitasking. She's a phenomenon. Not na 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 na. She's a phenomenon. Not na na na. A phenomenon. Not na 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 na. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Woo! Must be Friday. Coffee's kicking in. She's getting weird. Coffee's kicking in. She's getting weird. Whoa! You look like Slender Man. Let's just bring you out a little bit there, my friend. You're looking like the creepy Slender Man Halloween guy. There we go. All righty then. And things like that. What are you crazy kids doing this weekend? What are we doing? Well, I got to finish the Halloween decorations. So I got this really cool. We saw this last year that people had done this, and so we ordered it this year. So if you look, let me see. Let me get you guys back here. Get all my stuff out of the way here. If you look at our yard, we've got this stuff here. So what this is what is that stuff called, honey? Meat webbing or beef? It's like beef netting. It's called beef netting, and it's supposed to be for like butchers. We ordered it through this butcher shop place, and then you get it and just shred it up so that you can like make really cool spider webs and stuff with it. And so, what's the name of the company? Trenton Mills. Trenton Mills, like Trenton, New Jersey, beef netting. And you'll see we've got it like all the way out. There's Zero's butt right there. We got it all the way out there. So we're gonna finish off this. We're gonna be putting a whole bunch from this tree. So we got an Oogie Boogie. Oh, our inflatables aren't up, honey. We got our Oogie Boogie inflatable, and then we have a Jack Skellington inflatable right here. So we're gonna put a bunch of netting back there. I had to order tent stakes though for it. So fortunately, they were on sale for like $4 for the Prime Day things. So I got some tent stakes. So we're gonna be working on that this weekend. I'll probably work on more of these headbands because I've had a lot of fun, minus the burn on my finger, making these. Then we're gonna run those on that auction on the 16th. And then just probably working. I don't think we've got any big plans this week. We got a concert coming up. We're gonna go see the Used on the I think it's like the 26th or something like that. So whenever we've got like a big concert coming up for the month, we don't tend to do a whole bunch of stuff. But y'all know us. We usually wind up running out and doing something. Like we wind up going to the store, and instead we end up going and having lunch or something together. So I mean, what are you gonna do? And things like that. All right, I'm just getting a picture of the size tag over here. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Nicole, what are you up to? What are you guys up to this weekend? Is anybody doing anything fun? Anybody going anywhere? And Mrs. Roper looks like that video, or whatever, sexy Anna. No, I don't. That is funny. I'm sexy and I know it. Sash Mine, what are you doing? Great to see you. Cool, Rochelle. Great to see you. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope it's sunshiny in every way. Honey, I'm getting weird. Getting weird. Coffee's kicking in. The Rusty Hanger's here. Hello, my friend. How are we today? I hope you're having an amazing day. Okay, there's that, there's that, there's that. All right, and we're going to get these in the bag. And just like that, it's going to magically go up on Nifty, which is then going to magically do our listings for us. I mean, it's so crazy how many more things we get up listed now with Nifty. I can't believe I ever didn't have that. All right, next up, we got another. This is a Mary Jane company, if you know what I'm talking about. So that is going up on the old interwebbies. We'll probably wind up selling on Depop, would be my guess. Question: my Doc Martens are from the 90s. Whoa, are they different from newer ones? Yes. And is there a place that shows what year? There is not a place on Docs that show the year. However, there are Reddit threads and also just a Google search of Docs, the bottoms. So the bottoms are different. The stitching is different. The bottoms are different. Um, the symbols can be different, but there isn't a year. The newer ones you can look up by style code, but they don't have the old style codes in there. They go by colors. So old Docs go by colors like black onyx, cherry bomb. There's different colors. So if you can find out what colors, just based on the fact that they're 90s and they're from the 90s, they're going to be worth way more. The newer Docs aren't as good a quality. They're still worth money. I just sold a pair for $60 this week. But to put it in comparison, I sold a pair of vintage tall boys Chelsea's for $298. So it's very, very different. So make sure when you are figuring out what you want to sell them for, I would aim a little bit higher, and see if you can get some offers on them. Whenever I've got something really cool like that in my store, like a showstopper piece, I like to make the price a little high at the beginning because it gets the traffic to my site. So I'll put up a band t-shirt. Let's say I've got a t-shirt that's worth $60. I may put it up as $85. Nobody's probably going to buy it at $85, but so many people are going to click on it that it tells the algorithms that you have interesting items in your store, that people are looking at that, and it'll drive traffic to your site. So think of that when you guys are listing something. If you've got something that's really cool, that's a showstopper, that's like, whoa, this is really unique and amazing, maybe mark it up a little high for a few weeks, get yourself some traffic, and then you can always delist and relist it for a lower price once you kind of have drawn a crowd in. So before Nifty, I used Vendu, and I used Vendu when they kind of first started. Um, I'm going to give an opinion. Opinions are like armpits. Everyone has them. They generally stink. I really liked Vendu in the beginning. Huge advocate for it. I think something happened where it started at the beginning. It felt like a mom and pop, right? It felt just like a mom and pop kind of um, platform. It felt like Nifty does now, where it felt like it was made kind of by a reseller. I don't know if they sold it or if they did something, but it just started becoming like watered down. They were more focused on trying to put out new features versus fixing the bugs that they had. They also were so focused on paying influencers to promote that I don't think that they were focused on the right stuff. And so things started to get lost. Like my stuff would not delist off of Poshmark anymore. My offers that we're sending out, I was constantly being disconnected from Macari and Depop, and I couldn't even get my Macari connected. I worked with customer service forever to try to fix that. And they basically at the end of it, they're like, oh, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be better in the future. I'm like, okay, well, no, I need to be able to cross list. That's what this is for. I also didn't like how unreliable it was with um, keeping things listed. So I was having things like just magically disappear. They just weren't there anymore. And then, of course, the biggest one was double selling items because it wasn't delisting. It would sell somewhere and then it would sell again on Poshmark. I started using Nifty in January. I have not to this day had anything double sell. The only time I've had it happen is because eBay duplicated a listing, but Nifty hasn't failed me. They send out all of my offers. They do everything for me. They do all of my AI generation for my listings. It does literally, it keeps track of all my everything. So I just don't advertise Vendu anymore, but it is who I started with. I just wish that whatever happened with them hadn't happened because I would have remained loyal to them. But Nifty has all the features, so it really is just the best one that's out on the market right now. Hyperfixated, good to see you. You say delist. Yes, so delist is different. So when you delist an item, so let's say that I've got this shirt listed, right? Every 30 days, the item delists and then it relists and then it relists on all the platforms. The only one I don't do this on is Poshmark because they're so weird about you taking stuff off. But on the Depoppers, May, and the Bay, I delist it and relist it. What happens when that happens is two things. One, it gets a brand new URL. So the internet believes it's a brand new listing. And because it believes it's a brand new listing, it's pushing it out to people. Takes about 2 weeks to get in the algorithm. It's really heavy in all the algorithms for about 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, your item's algorithms start to drop. And so that's at that 30-day mark when mine delists it and then relists it. So one, it gives it a brand new address. It's like, hey, some new neighbors just moved in. Come check them out, right? The second thing that it does that's really cool is you can set Nifty so it lowers the price. So I have my items to be lowered by 1% every 30 days, which is like nothing. It's like cents on the dollar, right? If it was $30, it would be what, like $29.70 or something. So when it delists and relists with a new address and it delists and relists with a new dollar amount, that sends a message to the internet that, whoa, this is definitely a new listing. People are going to get interested on this, and then you're going to be able to sell that item because after your items have been in your store for 30 days, the search engine is going to stop pushing that out. It takes 10 to 14 days to get into an algorithm. At that 30-day mark, you'll still sell stuff. You'll still sell old stuff, especially if you're using your master keywords for your master keywords list and things like that can kind of help that. Green Thrifty, I saw you put that in that post too. She said a lot of my old items weren't selling, so I used the keywords from the master keywords list and some stuff sold. So congratulations on that. But anyways, if you can delist and relist and then also have that percentage lower, it's just going to send a message out to the internet and you're going to be more than likely to sell that. So you don't use Nifty feature where you can change when the Bay delists it at different intervals. Jen, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I just have mine set on Nifty to delist and relist every 30 days. I don't have it at different intervals. I'm not doing anything fancy like that. It's just every 30 days, the item delists and relists. If that's what you're talking about, unless there's something new out that I don't know about, which would be great. Gotcha. Thanks so much. I'm currently have Vendu and I'm considering Nifty. Um, Olive, human moment to human moment. The only regret that I have is I didn't start Nifty sooner. I would have sold way more stuff at the end of last year because I didn't start it until after fourth quarter, and I wish I would have changed that. It wasn't until I saw Chefy, he did a TikTok live and showed how to use it, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much better. So yeah, unfortunately, I wish I would have switched sooner, but that's okay. Hopefully, you'll be able to if you decide to make the switch. You're welcome to use this to get yourself a little free week too if you want to try it out. This is what I did. I went through another reseller and I used their link and I got free for a week and then I got 15% off my first month. So I just, in my opinion, there just isn't anything else out there that matches that. So you are very welcome. Okay. All right. Well, Donna, what are you doing, lady? If you guys have any shows coming up here on Whatnot, go ahead and comment down below. Let us know what you're selling. Let us know when the show's going to be, so that we can get you advertised and get you some bookmarks. If you've got anything coming up, please tell us. Please tell us. All right, we're going to get all these fun little hairs off here. I blame that on the Jack. I blame it on the Jack. He's a boy and he's got white hair. So everything I own has little Jack Terriers on it. Alright, getting all those off there. And here we go. Dog hair free is for me. Alright, so we're going to smooth this first picture out so we can get this chirps and juice here, and then we will go ahead and let it be in its relaxed state after that. So there is that there, and I think we can probably go down to 7, and let's take a look at how that looks. Looks great. So that's going to be our opening photo, up close and personal, and then we're going to get it into its relaxed kind of flow, low relaxed state, because that is how the young kids want to see it. All right, and then we're going to do our size tag here. I think I can get while I'm standing up here. So if we can get the size on here. Perfect. And this is definitely a Y2K. So this is going to be getting all the 420-ness of it. It's going to be on here. If y'all know what I'm talking about. Not everyone might know, but that's okay. All right, we're going to get this here. And there is that. Oh my goodness, did I just hear a meatball? Was that a meatball? What's that lady doing? What's that lady doing? She says, I came in to see Jack Skellington because my name is Sally. How you doing, honey bear? All right, there is that. We're going to go ahead and get the back here of our shirt. And there is that. And so hairy. So hopefully you guys have learned some stuff today or gotten some good tips. If you guys see anybody that has any shows that they listed, please pop in and give them a follow and give them a bookmark. It makes you look good. It helps people out. It helps you to, support a fellow entrepreneur trying to make that money because we live in an expensive, crazy world now. Do that. And then we're going to get an up close of that Fairwinds brand. This is a Washington State brand here. And there's that. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Do we have anybody with any shows coming up here that I missed? Donna, happy to see you. Ooh, Donna's doing a resin art show tonight at 9 Central. Guys, little Donna is so cute and so sweet and so nice. If you guys aren't following her, you got to give her a follow. Olive says vintage mix and match Tuesday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. So that'd be 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. So you can give Olive a follow and a bookmark. And then Unicorner says, So Hot Mama's Raid Train Fabric Show tomorrow at 5 p.m. Oh man, there was somebody in here yesterday asking about Katie. Was it you? Katie, are you in here, Katie Bug? Somebody was in here asking about material yesterday and who they should talk to about selling material because they had questions about it. So if you're in here, Katie, I think it was you. Unicorner might be a great person for you to the twerp that juice. Yeah. Yeah. Rochelle. Awesome. Wonderful. Sashbine Treasure says, is that a whiteboard that you're using for your backdrop? No, it is actually a foam core. So this is like foam core that you put in the wall when you're building something. And then this is felt over the top of it and it's at an angle. If you go to our YouTube, there's a 3-minute video on how we made this and exactly what we used. I love this sucker. We've been using this for over a year now and it's incredible. I think actually it's been almost exactly a year now that we've been using it. So if you go to, let me pull this up here. So if you bring that image up and then screenshot it, go to that QR code from your photos in your phone. It'll take you over to our YouTube. If you go over there and you subscribe, look for, there's a video. It's like 3 minutes long in our video section. And it's called like reseller backdrop or reseller. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it'll tell you exactly how to make it. This thing has been clutch. Like it saved my back too, because I just can't do the ones that you see other people doing where they're laid out in front of them. To get up there and lay something out constantly is just a back killer for me. So I wanted something where I could just stand up and do it. I love you, humor. All things Disney train Saturday at 10:11, starts at 8:45 a.m. Guys, Suburban Bish is such a great supporter of this show too. If you guys can get over and give Suburban Bish a follow, that would be absolutely amazing. You are so welcome. Awesome Finds 24 is awesome. You're very welcome. I hope it helps you out. This was our third attempt at a board. The first two that we did were just terrible. And so we kind of took what we learned and took all the mistakes from those two, and then built this out. And a lot of it is just built with stuff that I had around the house, which is great. I mean, the inside of the reflector is like tin foil. I mean, it's just cheap stuff. So you're so welcome. Thanks, Awesome Fun. I'm Jack Skellington. What's this? What's this? That wears glasses. I'm Jack Skellington with bad eyesight. You're so welcome, my friend. Okay, there is that. Yeah. And I can tell, I can feel I'm getting hungry. I can feel, I got a feeling that I need to eat some lunch. Yeah, it is. So this is a shelving unit. It's a shelving unit. So these things down here are supposed to be here, and then you're supposed to put your shelves like on it. But we just didn't put the shelves on, and then we just put the board in here, and then the felt, and then it's got. If you watch the video, you'll see exactly how we did it. So, yeah, it's. I mean, this thing's been like crazy clutch. I'm so happy with it. I can't imagine ever using anything else. So, and my back doesn't hurt at the end of the day, which is huge. Like the stuff, like laying it out in front of you before, killing me. Couldn't do it. It is. It's feeling like lunchtime today. I'm feeling a little hungry in my belly because I'm a skeleton and I haven't eaten for like 5 hours. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna head out of here. What do we got going on? We won't be back here until Monday. So make sure you guys go in and bookmark all of our shows. If you have not had an opportunity yet, I did book a dollar start show that I got coming up here. We're going to be doing an auction one. And that is on the 16th. So if you scroll down to the 16th, you will see right here, I've got a dollar random pulls. It's everything starting at $1, and I don't know what's in it. It is a surprise show. There, everything is just staying in bags. I'm not even opening them until the show starts. So I got no metric on what's in there. So it could be some really great stuff for you or for reselling. I don't even know. The top actually has one of the shelves on it. So we put one of the shelves that's supposed to be here up at the top so that I can hang lights on it. And then inside is tinfoil. So if you go to that video though, you'll get to see I do a whole like panoramic view inside so you can see exactly what it looks like. So yeah, I'm really excited. You're welcome. I have not done a dollar start show in like, oh Dick, what are you doing, boy? I haven't done a dollar start show in like, I don't know, 4 months or something like that. You want mama? You want mama? Come here, mister. You need mama. Oh, Mr. Handsome, he says, Mama's Jack and I'm Jack. So this is Jack Skellington. And then I'm also Jack Skellington. Say hello to everyone today. Say, I'm so happy to see everybody. He wants to lick my face so bad. I'm like, don't lick my face, honey. You do not want to lick my face today, I promise. All right. And thanks again to God for buying that headband. JJ's, congratulations on the giveaway win. We're going to go ahead and pay that forward. And then Love of Humor, congratulations on your $5 giveaway. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for sharing the show out. And I will see you back here on Monday. We're going to go ahead and do a raid. So let everybody know that you're part of the Nice Comps crew. And let's get this in here right now. And then I will see you guys on Monday. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Have fantastic shows. I believe in each and every one of you. You guys got this. And I will see you soon. All right. Okay, here we go. Who are we going to raid today? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's do let's do funny one shop. Funny one shop with the this is a newer person for us.